Ah, yes, good morning. Boston has indeed entered the chat here from our Salem 5 studios on a Wednesday, August 6th. We're here to get you over the hump. Travis Thomas, George Balecki. How about them Red Sox, baby? We love that dirty water. Woo! George, you gotta love it, my man.
Is that your karaoke song?
Yeah.
Now it
go
is.
too.
Hey, I mean, I love to see it. 7 in a row,
Woo!
another series win. Crochet goes out and dominates. But also on the opposite end, Ryan Berger, who I said sucks multiple times on this program, did not suck. And the bats had to wake up late. But that's where they responded. Tight game, 2-1, 2-2 late.
I think we bet on him to suck, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did. That's why it's 3-1. That's why the parlays, they get up in that number.
If you watched yesterday, we were gambling heavily early in the morning. Very early in the morning.
Before that second coffee hits, not
Yeah,
smart.
I know.
Not all the brain neurons are activating.
Well, you know, since we're here, we could bet on the game tonight.
We'll get to that.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that. We'll also we're talking Patriots. And we hear from you as well. I always say this is a show for the people, by the people. Call us. You do. You always respond in kind. So call us always here on Boston Has Entered the Chat, 617-790-0928. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag NESSNChat or email us at chat@nesson.com. But we have a ton of voicemails in the show that we'll get to. But let's start with those red-hot Red Sox. 7 in a row, as you said, George. How about Crochet shoving yet again? I said this guy has gone wire to wire in terms of where the year started with the hype behind him. He lived up to it early. He didn't get the run support early, right? But as the season has gone on, he has continued to deliver. He is a true ace in every sense of the word. Ward Pig goes 7 innings with 8 punch-outs again last night. Another great outing. What makes this guy so special, George?
I mean, it's what he's been doing. We're just seeing it up close, right? And I think it's just absolute dominance. A 6'6", 250-pound lefty. It's his location, his command, his composure, and everything is too. Especially early in the game, he gets on batters and puts a pressure on. Everything's in the strike zone. They just can't locate it and find it. It's 0-2 counts, batter after batter after batter in his favor, where he's attacking and pounding the zone early on and puts a pressure on the batter. But we've seen good hitters like Bobby Witt Jr. whiffing early in the game and looking lost, and he's one of the best players in all of baseball. Crochet is he's locked in. He has some filthy stuff. He has a deep bag when it comes to his pitching repertoire, but it's his main put-out pitches as well. Everything's right there, and everything's locking in. He goes out. He doesn't go by what the batter is doing. He doesn't go by what he's being told. He knows what his game plan is. He attacks a batter. He dictates a game. He makes them adapt to what he's doing. He doesn't adapt to what they're doing.
Is there a part of you that goes back to the trade deadline and thinks, damn, if they could have just got a complimentary...
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Every time now, post-trade deadline, every time I see him pitch, I'm going to think that. I am.
And it didn't have to be a number 2.
Yeah, just
someone that's a really solid 3 or 4 in the rotation.
Yeah.
That gives Lucas Giolito and Brian Bayo more leeway. That helps out this bullpen a little more.
Yep.
And then you could figure out with that 5. Is it Walker Buehler with extra rest, Cooper Criswell here and there?
Yeah.
Is it a Peyton Tolley late that can help extend the rotation as well? We would see it all those routes.
Right.
That's what it was for me. They locked on to Joe Ryan late. They didn't end up getting him. It is what it is. They needed to add to this rotation because they have 3 good starting pitchers, one of those being a guy that can win.
Sure.
In my opinion, should win the Cy Young and Crochet, especially if they win the division.
Yeah.
But they should have gotten more to help him and help the guys that are behind him in the rotation.
I agree, but I tell you one thing, the way this team is playing, if you can get series over quickly, it may not matter. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think that will rear its ugly head if this team gets in a long playoff series with someone. We could see that kind of surface. But the way this team's playing right now, here's the other thing to think about. So we're at 7 wins in a row right now, right? The All-Star break is what beat the Red Sox. They had 10 in a row. And then it was like, all right, well, you don't have any more games to win. You got an All-Star break. And then they came out of it, and we know the rest of the story. That's not the case now. I wonder how many wins this team's going to rattle off, especially when Crochet's pitching like this. I do believe they will complete the sweep of the Royals. Then they go on the road. We'll see. But I'm curious to see how long, because we see this in baseball a lot, George.
Yeah.
These teams will rattle off these long win streaks. I want to see what the Red Sox can do. After his big game, Garrett Crochet spoke to the media. Look how much of a linebacker this guy looks like. He is an absolute unit. Here's Garrett Crochet.
How different is this second half compared to last year where you kind of had that 4-inning cap and
Right.
you're kind of unleashed now and kind of can just let it go?
It's nice. it's nice still having some team goals too that we want to achieve. So there's really something to shoot for. Yeah, arm's been feeling really healthy, so just looking forward to continue to stack, wins.
You've punctuated a lot of outings with big strikeouts, big celebrations. I think that might be the most animated. Just where the team is, the crowd. Just what was that moment like for you?
Yeah, it was felt really good. Figured that was my last hitter as well, even with the lefty coming up, just where my pitch count was kind of getting to. He battled pretty hard the at-bat prior, and then I kind of gave in and had to throw a cutter in zone and left it out over. So for that at-bat, I felt like I was, fairly in control. And I just didn't want to give up the lead again. I had already given up one that inning, so it shortened the lead pretty quickly. But for me, it was, I just wanted that strikeout pretty bad.
There he is, Crochet. Now, look, you know who stole the show from him? The ladies. An all-women's broadcast on NESN for this game. Fantastic stuff, George. It was awesome for the first time in team history. These ladies did a great job.
Yeah, shout out Emma Tiedemann on the play-by-play, Alana Rizzo in the booth with her, Casey Hudson on the sidelines, Natalie Nori doing pre and post.
Yep.
Jim McCaffrey of The Athletic joining us in pregame as well. They did an outstanding job. Awesome to see that win, especially on that stage. It was cool to have the all-female broadcast on a Crochet night. Like it's a point in television.
Yep.
When the War Pig, when the Viking, whatever, the Moose is on the mound, it was cool to see them in that spotlight too. So you asked about, before we spoke about Crochet, how long does this go?
Oh.
Day off Thursday, right? Series wrap up against the Royals. And look, you're going to end this. It's Dustin May tonight.
Yeah.
I can't give my all confidence, but the way the bats are hitting, especially at home, that's where I give the advantage.
Okay.
It's a day off. It's Walker Buehler on Friday against the Padres.
Buehler.
That's a tough one. And again, how does this team respond?
Yeah.
We've seen them drop series openers and respond well, even on the road, with the Dodgers, with the Twins, right? With all of that. How do they do when it comes to if they can get out of game one? I can't trust Walker Buehler at this point. But it's Giolito Bayo after that. And I'll tell you, I love win streaks. It's great. It's big. I mean, look at how many games they are above 500. But what is more important right now? They've given themselves this leeway. Being double-digit games above 500, now it's win series. So it's Buehler on Friday, but then it's Giolito Bayo, and that's what should win a series against the Padres.
We gambling now. Okay, so, all right, let's do this. Our esteemed producer, Ante Campbell, why don't you clip this off? We're going predictions. Call me Nostradamus. I'm taking May tonight. I'm taking Buehler on Friday. What's that? Keep my count. That's 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
8, 9, yeah.
Then Giolito, he gonna win.
Yeah, okay, 10.
That's 10.
Bayo, that's 11.
Bayo's 11.
Uh-huh.
Crochet is 12. Then it circles back to I'm gonna go 12 wins. Clip it. 12 wins straight for the Red Sox. Put a number on it. Don't look at me like that. Put a number on it. Put a number where your mouth is.
8.
Oh.
Tonight.
I wasn't ready. That
Goes
hurt.
to 8.
That was like a body shot. You punched me right in the stomach.
Walker Buehler at the Padres, I don't know.
So this is it tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you go to the road too. The splits
clip that.
The splits of them hitting home versus away, like they're comfortable at home, they're locked in, they get the crowd behind them. It is a different team. It really is. Lineup when it comes to being on the road. And look, I cannot trust Walker Buehler. That's the point it's getting to.
That's
what
pretty
it is.
much where you're at.
That's what it is for me more than anything. But again, win streaks are fun. I love it. I love the juice we have.
Sure.
Series wins are more important than win streaks right now.
All right, let's talk about ballers. First, we want you to weigh in. 617-790-0928. Call, vote. Are you with George 8 in a row? You with me 12 in a row? Or do you have your own number? 617-790-0928. We want to hear from you. Okay, Wilyer, Story, Duran, all raking last night. Story had 3 RBI last night. I mean, look, I don't know. You and I have sat up here, and we've been critical of certain players. Cora, the manager, Breslow in the front office. And then we'll also give props and flowers where it's due. I don't know if we ever circled all the way back around to Trevor Story, who, quite frankly, I mean, rightfully so, but we were all over him earlier in the season. The production was not there at all.
No.
But he has stayed healthy, and the production's there, and we see leadership from Trevor Story.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we envisioned when he came to Boston. Now he's putting it all together. He deserves props.
I mean, during this win streak, his batting average is .480. He's hitting 15.52, which
That's
is
right.
absurd for an OPS. But it really has been since July. A 321 batting average, nearly 950 OPS, just 30 strikeouts to 35 hits, 26 RBI as well.
Yeah.
He's been mashing, and to your point, he's been healthy, he's been available. Defensively, what he's doing for this team. But with that bat, and again, it goes into talking on what this lineup could be. When fully healthy, it would be Roman Anthony leadoff, Bregman 2. Then you have the guys where you can be flexible with your 3 through 6.
Yeah.
But it is a security. Hitting behind these rookies are a guy like an Alex Bregman, a pro, and Trevor Story, a pro too. They just add and they lift up the ceiling of this lineup a ton.
Yeah. I thought Wilyer played well, obviously. He also made a really great defensive play earlier in the game. I thought Duran's been really just hotter than fish grease across the board.
Yeah, he had that misplay and left again. And he made that same type of play the night before.
Yeah, but you also...
It's a
aren't
tough
you
catch.
kind of used to that now with Duran?
And that's not a good thing. Because last year he was pristine defensively.
But I've almost lived with it in the point of this is the good and the bad with him. And you take it. What I like about him, and I said this before the trade deadline, I still thought they would trade him, but I did say if they don't, and they didn't, I understood why, because he's a spark plug.
Yeah.
So I almost live and die with some of the things he does. When he's not great in the field, I live with it because of what you get from him. Also, the Sox are 13 games above 500 for the first time since 2021.
Exactly.
I mean, George, we haven't seen this in years.
Since their last playoff appearance.
Since the last playoff appearance, which I wasn't here for, which you were, and you hang it over my head every chance you get.
I don't hang it over your head.
But I tell you what.
I tell it as a way to hype it up for you to enjoy.
I'm going to get it this year.
All right.
We're getting it this year.
Look, that's what's big is that, and that's why, again, like we could talk win streaks and series wins. You've given yourself this much space. You're in the top wild card spot. You're in the AL East hunt. And they have the depth defensively in the lineup and in the rotation. We'll see when Roman Anthony's back. We'll see when Marcelo Meyer's back. And we talk about the shortcomings of Duran in the outfield. That's also a spot where a Marcelo Meyer absence hurts them, right? Ceddanne Rafael, if he's playing second instead of center, that's a guy that can help out with Jarren Duran with the shortcomings out in left field. But you see how deep this team is, and that's what stands out. It's Trevor Story. It's Alex Bregman. It's been Wilyer Abreu. It's been Jarren Duran. It was Roman Anthony before he went down. This is a very deep lineup. They don't have absolute mashers all over.
No.
But there's a lot of consistency, and they're not overly reliant on one guy. Ceddanne Rafael himself has cooled off post-All-Star break, but the rest of the guys have stayed hot or are heating back up, and that's what's got this team to this spot.
Bro, take your pick. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the wild card standings right now. Sox at the top of the heap, Mariners right behind them, and the Yankees who have lost 5 in a row. They're right there. Rangers are coming. But then you look at the AL East standings. They're just 3 games behind the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And the Blue Jays have been hot for a while. I get it. But, I mean, they're starting to come back to earth a little bit. George, are we talking about a Boston Red Sox team that's about to win the division?
I don't hate it because the Yankees stink. They're a one-man show in the rotation, one-man show in the lineup. And the Blue Jays are a team that was vastly overachieving. When you look at the run differential, vastly overachieving.
They were hot.
Yeah, but to begin the season. But that's something where we see the lead, we see the games up, they get them getting in that spot. It's a wide open division in a wide open league. I can easily see them winning the AL East.
Oh, easily see them winning the AL East?
Right now, yes, with how hot they're hitting, how good their pitching is, and they're healthy, relatively.
I don't even smoke, and I need a cigarette after this segment, man. I mean, honestly.
It's time to have a dart. 9:15 in the morning.
617-790-0928. Call us. Talk about your baseball team. Please, we want to hear from you. Coming up, we'll get into what's trending in the world of sports. All that and more next on Boston Has Entered the Chat. Remember, you can catch us at 8 a.m. on Nesson, 9 a.m. right here on Nesson Nation, Monday through Friday. Welcome back to Boston Has Entered the Chat, where we are always locked in. Time now to get into what's trending in the world of sports. George, Celtics news.
Oh, yeah? Something happened?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something did happen.
It's the move that Ray Charles saw.
Lawrence, Mass native Georges Niang has been traded. 2 second-round picks with him.
Not 4. With
him.
In case you want him. Okay.
To the Utah Jazz for rookie R.J. Lewis Jr.
Yeah, R.J. Lewis, good player. Was great at St. John's, great in the Big East. You know me, Big C and Hall guy, big East guy. Not an NBA player.
No.
It was Georges Niang, 2 second-round picks to the Jazz for a non-NBA player. Just I just want everyone to understand that. But this is why.
Yeah, so Shams comes out and says, free agent for Chris Boucher. Don't call me Bobby Boucher. Has agreed to a 1-year, $3.3 million contract with the Celtics. So he gets a guaranteed deal, and he's expected to have a significant role in the front court because why the hell wouldn't he?
That last part.
Who's in the front court with him? Who?
Luka Garza.
Oh. But in all seriousness, look, Boucher, 6'9", can run the floor. He's athletic.
Williams.
I'll take it. But everyone else with him, I don't like it. Look, thank you for the ring. Thank you for banner 18. Mm-hmm. Because, Lord have mercy, if it wasn't for that, I am in a deep, dark place with the Boston Celtics right. If they didn't get a ring with that group.
But they did.
They did.
But
they did.
They did.
And it's all that I have now. Because, my God, as I look at this roster, what the hell is going on? My thing is this. If you are going to stink, and you know you're going to stink this year, and we all know they're going to stink this year, right? We're on the same page. Just tank. Don't, like, this feels like double dutch. Like they're trying to time out when to jump in and stink. Go all the way in. Tank, get into the lottery, get a player to go with Tatum when he comes back, and Jaylen Brown. Get rid of every damn body. I don't know why you even why'd you keep Derek White if you're going to be this bad? Move them, get draft picks. This is terrible, the state that the Celtics are in right now, and I've never not looked forward to basketball season. I ain't looking forward to no damn basketball season. And this is why they stink right here. This 3-letter word. Uncle Sam killing everybody.
That's what it is. That's the price of doing business. That's the price of winning championships in the NBA.
Damn.
You pay the taxes. That's what they're trying to get over.
Hey,
I keep telling you, it's not about basketball. It's about business.
Kyle, get open. Stay locked in.
And that's what it is for the team. But this is a move that he'll have a significant role in the front court because they don't have anyone else. It raises the floor of the Boston Celtics.
Oh, God. The floor?
And that's what these moves are for right now. Crochet, 32 years old.
I don't want the floor. I want the roof.
Can be a rim runner, create off the dribble, can shoot, good rebounder, good defender.
What about the ceiling?
Big. The ceiling without Jason Tatum is the ceiling, and that is get in for the playoffs and maybe win a series. Maybe. And that depends how healthy they are by the time the postseason rolls around. They went all in. They got that banner. You had that parade. They got that ring. This is the after effect of it. And it's better off to face the second apron now and get under it than to keep punting on and paying the tax. And then the real bottom out, the real rock bottom when it comes to roster construction would be ugly. I'd rather get back to contention sooner than keep punting and doing this middle ground stuff later. And that's just what the reality of the Celtics are.
Michael Jordan once said that the ceiling is the roof.
Yeah.
No one knew what that meant.
It's right there. That's the roof. That's the ceiling.
That's how I feel when this team stinks.
That's it, right there.
Hey, George.
Yes.
Thank you for the championship.
I'm not saying they're not.
Thank you for the championship.
I'm not saying they're not. But that's a good move. Get rid of Georges Niang, who's a nothing on defense.
Yeah.
Not a good role.
He's not a good player.
He's not an NBA player. Again, they need NBA players on this roster. They got one in Chris Boucher.
God, man.
For a guy, Ante Campbell has been calling for a minute now.
Yeah, he has. He did. He was ahead of it. All right, the NFL is prohibiting ammonia in any form at games, including ammonia capsules, inhalers, and here's where I drew the darn line. Smelling salts? I mean, come on! This is an FDA-issued warning that ammonia inhalants are not proven to be safe and could mask, here's the key, potential signs of a concussion. So I did not know that they mask all that. But I know. I'm from the era of smelling salts before lacrosse and football practice and before games. Practice, we were doing that. Just to wake you up, get you hyped up, and then you go out there and practice. Before practice.
High school practice.
We were ripping it. Pass it down the line. And then you go out. True story. And you pass it down.
The hell do they do in Maryland?
We wild. I'm surprised you weren't doing it in Jersey.
Bro.
You wrestled?
Yeah.
You played football?
Yeah.
You're a certified meathead. Look at you. I mean, your pecs have pecs. You ain't never hit no smelling salts for a PR, bro?
No,
Do you even lift, bro?
Different style now. There's no point in PRing when you get over the age of 30.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You ain't hitting no smellies?
Nah, I don't need that anymore. I don't need to pass out and fall backwards in my head.
It doesn't pass you out.
This is something that honestly surprised me. I understand the why, though. Again, if it masks the symptoms of a concussion, it's something the NFL doesn't want.
Yes.
This affects a lot of players, though. Think of the intensity. Yes. Adrenaline wears off. The intensity you have to have, drive to drive, every single play when you're playing on an NFL field.
Right.
The level of endurance, the level of mental focus as well. Like, that's what this stuff does. We see guys like Max Crosby take it. We see Baker Mayfield take it.
A lot of guys take it.
George Kittle. Probably everyone in the league takes them. When guys are feeling under the weather, they take the smelling, I almost said bath salts. The smelling salts.
That should be banned. Bath salts should.
Maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing for a defensive end to take bath salts if you think about it.
Well, Lawrence Taylor, been there, done that.
Microdose it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't take it heavy. You're not biting someone's arm off. But
Well, Aaron Rodgers is
just
another
enough to
one.
run through a mother effer's face.
I mean, hey, man, whatever
Good
it
work.
takes. I'm all for taking the edge
George
off.
Kittle was like, he was joking. He's like, I'm contemplating retirement. He's like, I take it before every single drive. That sounds like a little too much. But that's
Every
where these
drive?
guys rely on it. Hey, man, you know what it's going to be? Extra scoop of pre-workout pregame, extra scoop of pre-workout at halftime.
Bro, you
at
take
this.
that stuff, but smelling salts, you
I'm not
scoff
saying I'm
at.
better. I'm not saying I'm better off.
Kind of seems like you were scoffing.
I'm not saying I'm better off. I'm just
right.
like before practice. I'm not knocking before the game.
I feel like
Before practice?
smelling salts is safer than the pre-workout. Pre-workout will have your heart explode inside your chest. Smelling salts just they open up your passages.
This sounds like a passage from a doctor that doesn't have a doctorate degree. So that's where I'm taking that one.
I just play a doctor. here
Exactly.
On Boston has entered the chat. Moving on, a new season of NFL Hard Knocks debuted last night with the Buffalo Bills.
Oh.
What? It did? Okay, thanks NFL Films tweet.
Bills
I
are
didn't
on
know.
Hard Knocks?
Started last night. Our esteemed producer Ante Campbell told me he watched it and he was like, "Yeah, Josh Allen doesn't want to be there. He doesn't care who knows it. He didn't like the cameras following him. He's not showing his personality. He was over it." And you know what? Me too, Josh Allen. I've been over Hard Knocks for many moons. And I actually thought, oh, the Bills in the division, I like Josh Allen. I'll watch it. But then my producer says, yeah, he doesn't want to be there. He didn't care. I ain't watching this.
You know what I can see with Josh Allen, him being like the type of guy when he wins league MVP, shouting out the mailroom dude for the Buffalo Bills and like buys him a car. I could see him actually like he's saving the good content for the Bills. Seriously. Every time he's on camera with them, you see his personality. He's literally like Chris Pratt playing football. Like that's his personality.
Who did he marry? It's
Someone, a singer.
I know. I don't know.
Livy Dunn?
Someone
No,
help me
not
in my
Livy Dunn.
ear. Haley Is it
Seinfeld?
Seinfeld? Is it Seinfeld's daughter? Steinfeld. Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know who any of these people are.
She's an actress.
Yeah.
But my point is, let's see him and her.
She's a singer, not an actress.
She's a singer? I don't
Our
know.
producer, Ante,
Let's
knows.
see. She's an actress, I think. Let's see him and her. Is it Seinfeld's daughter? Let's see him and
yelling
her.
at me. He's like,
I know,
no, she's an
I know.
actress and
They're
singer.
in our ear yelling.
You old man.
George and I don't know who she is. Oh, stop the press. Here's my point. Josh Allen and Seinfeld's daughter, they need to be followed all day long.
I don't know. It's not Jerry Seinfeld's daughter. No one
How
said
do you
that.
know? You don't even know who
It's
she
Steinfeld.
is. She's in Sinners. I actually saw Sinners,
Steinfeld.
and I don't even know who she is. I saw the movie, and I didn't even see her. But whatever. Follow them. I'll watch that.
And that's what he's doing. Follow the Bills. He's keeping it in the family.
He's not doing it. Josh Allen doesn't want to be there. My point is, just follow him and his new wife. I'll watch that.
Yes.
That's fine with me.
Or watch the Buffalo Bills. I'm saying he's keeping it in-house, keeping it within the family.
Yeah.
He's not giving away content for free. Bills sign his check, not Hard Knocks.
Facts.
He doesn't want them getting retweeted. That's the point I'm getting.
It's always about the money.
I'd like to say, though, had no idea Hard Knocks was coming out. Had no idea it was the Buffalo
I didn't
Bills.
either.
And I'm going to watch it. I don't care if he's not showing
You are
personality.
watching it?
Yeah, I want to watch the Buffalo Bills. I want to see what's happening with their defensive line. I want to see Sean McDermott and the awful metaphors he makes in team meetings. I want to see Josh Allen working with Keon Coleman. If Keon Coleman can get open, I want to see Khalil Shakir, James Cook, Brandon Bean. I want to see all of that. Too much football. Quarterback season 2,
Yeah,
wide receiver. Starting 5. I'm going to throw in other sports.
I know.
Last Chance U, Hard Knocks,
Yeah.
All or Nothing.
Yep.
There's college stuff happening too in the ethos of it all.
Soccer.
There's the Hard Knocks
F1.
front office stuff too. I'm just using my hands at this point. Notice they didn't do the front office again.
Well,
the
'cause
front
it
office
sucked.
version.
You were the only person that liked that.
Loved it.
GM George
Loved it.
Loved watching GMs and front office people sit around and crunch the numbers.
Yes.
Well, this guy in year 3, there's
Pour
this
over
much
tape,
dead money.
scout guys.
Yeah, no thanks.
And
If I
team
want to
building.
watch the Geek Squad, I'll go to the local Best Buy and just hang out. I don't want to watch that on TV. To be honest, I don't want to watch Hard Knocks anymore. I'm over it. You know what? The NBA needs to get rid of certain things for the NBA, maybe, or the All-Star break, maybe the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, you need to have a real hard discussion with HBO. Is this still on HBO? About Hard Knocks. You need to get it out of there. It's time to move on. All right, Shedeur Sanders will start in the Browns preseason opener. And the Browns also signed Tyler Huntley. What? They are a mess at quarterback. What's going on?
Shedor's banged up. Dylan Gabriel is banged up as well. And
but they suck.
Small hands Pickett. He's dealing with the hamstring himself. They got banged up. That's why they signed Huntley.
What'd you call
Small
him?
hands Pickett. It's not what you called him?
This
Small
is my
hands?
strong hand.
Small. Give me your other hand. Trust me. So that's what it is. I mean, for him to be starting is big, though. Like, let's see. He's going to run with the ones.
Are you going to call Will Campbell short arms all year?
No.
But you called Pickett
Probably
small.
T-Rex arms.
Why are you doing that, bro? Can we take him on the ISO while he's doing
It'll be
it?
T-Rex arms. That's what it'll be. It's what it looks like right now.
Hey, man, this show's off the hook. Can somebody just call us and get us back on the rails? 617-790-0928. Shedeur Sanders, I think, deserves an opportunity to start here.
Yeah.
And not just the preseason. Who the hell else is playing quarterback for the Browns? I hope
Joe
he
Flacco.
looks good. Who?
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's 157 years old.
Joe Flacco.
Listen, as I was saying, I hope Shedeur balls out in the preseason and puts pressure on Joe Flacco. So the Browns say, you know what? Joe Flacco's 157. Let's have him back up because we know what he can do if he gets in the game. We don't know if Shedeur can be a real serviceable quarterback in this league. Let's give him a chance.
Yeah. What they're going to do, they're going to end up starting Shedeur because it doesn't make any sense to start anyone else. You start Shedeur this season, and you find out what you have with him. You put him in real NFL games, let him develop against real NFL bullets, and then he goes on that end. If you're playing Joe Flacco, then that's a huge red flag that Shedeur's not even ready. If you play Kenny Pickett, everyone already knows what Kenny Pickett is. You start Shedeur because this front office and this team needs to figure out if they have something in him. I think he's a perfect fit for Kevin Stefanski's type of offense. I think he can become a good NFL quarterback, but for the Browns, whatever their timeline may be, I have to take logic out of it because I want to go talk timelines. I want to talk windows, cap spending. With the Cleveland Browns, I just can't do it because they also drafted Dylan Gabriel before they drafted Shedeur Sanders. Keep that in mind.
What's his deal?
And I'm still convinced that they did not want him. But once they drafted Dylan Gabriel, the Haslams picked up the phone and go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So you just took a quarterback? No, go get Shedeur. And I'm convinced Andrew Berry did not want to make that pick.
Yeah.
But they were forced to by ownership. Because that's the only way it makes sense. And again, how they went about it in their draft.
Yeah.
He should start, though, because Dylan Gabriel is not an NFL quarterback.
Bro.
But Shedeur Sanders is.
There were people saying at the draft that Dylan Gabriel shouldn't have got drafted at all, let alone go before Shedeur.
Yes.
So to your point, it's ridiculous.
Quinn Ewers went before him, too.
That's right. But it's also the Browns we're talking about here. All right, are you a fan of Donnie Wahlberg? Don't answer that question because I know George's answer. But Boston Blue was filming in the middle of a live Red Sox game at Fenway Park last night. There's Donnie right there in character. Boston Blue. Look at your face.
Confused.
Why are you confused?
That's cool. What is Boston Blue? I don't know. That's cool, though.
I'm going to presume it's a TV show.
Honestly,
I
think that's pretty cool. Like, you're at a Sox game, and you can just, like, so happen to be in the background of, like, a Boston Blue scene.
Well, haven't you seen that around here before? They always shoot movies in Boston.
Yeah, I've never
like,
seen it at a Red Sox game. I'm just saying.
Yeah, true.
They were filming that Matt Damon movie. They, like, shut down Storo because they were driving a car, like, through the promenade on that.
Okay, here you go.
What's Boston Blue?
Boston Blue is an upcoming American police procedural drama. That's deep.
Procedural.
I'm not sure. A television series that will premiere on CBS October 17th. That's the day after my birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
I'll still be hungover. 2025 this year. So it's coming. That's why you
he was in Blue Bloods. Now he's in Boston Blue.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, so you watch Blue Bloods?
No, I just know of Blue Bloods because I know of Donnie Wahlberg. Shout out the guy. Come on.
Say Blue Bloods 3 times fast.
Blue
Go.
Bloods, Blue Bloods, Blue Bloods.
Damn,
that wasn't that
good.
fast.
That was pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would have cussed.
I mean, that's cool. Awesome.
Blue Bloods.
I am not a Law and Order guy. I'm a what is it, Criminal Minds?
Oh,
True
Tom
crime?
Selleck is in Blue Bloods?
No.
I'm in.
He's not still making.
That's
How?
what Tom Selleck's the dude, bro. He's Frank Reagan, the New York Police Commissioner, and he's got a mean mustache. I like it.
So, great. You know what? If them filming Blue Bloods brings a good juju to the Red Sox, take it on the road. That's what could save the Red Sox on Friday. Special edition of Blue Bloods.
This isn't a bad idea.
They're following an investigation.
No, it's not Blue Bloods.
Special edition of Boston Blue.
Boston Blue.
They have to get with the San Diego jurisdiction, whatever it's called. So they got to go to Petco Park and continue the investigation, and it brings the good vibes, and that's what gets Walker Buehler to show up.
Hey, you're going to get somebody hurt out there.
If they do that, they keep going. Boston Blue has to follow the Red Sox the rest of the way, every single game.
Haley Seinfeld could be in the show.
Stein.
Seinfeld's daughter.
Stein.
That's his daughter.
No, Stein.
Also, Blue Bloods is Tom Selleck. You need to know this. This is important out here for these streets. Blue Bloods is Tom Selleck. Boston Blue is Donnie Wahlberg. He got his own.
So is Tom Selleck on Boston Blue?
Nah, that's Donnie. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Got it.
Tom's brand is the Blue Blood.
I don't want to
Where
name.
Donnie was, I'm sure, but now he done spun his and he got his own Boston Blue.
I don't want to name names, but naming a show Boston Blue in this day and age where there is a significant human out there in the world with the initials BB, last name Blue, threw me off when I first saw it.
A significant human is crazy. 617-790-0928. Call us. Save us from ourselves. Could you do that on Boston Has Entered the Chat? If not, we'll be back with you for other things. If you want some apparel, NessonWickedWearables.com for us. Holla. Welcome back inside our Salem 5 studios. Cozy, quaint. Boston Has Entered the Chat. Travis Thomas, George Valecki. This is a show for the people, by the people. We always say that. We always give out the phone number, tell you to call us. We invite you into our party, 617-790-0928. State your name, state your claim. Keep it clean. It's a family program. And this is our favorite part of the show where we hear from you. So let's set it off here. We'll go anonymous off the top. Talking about TreVeyon Henderson's potential with the Patriots.
Will TreVeyon Henderson be the running back one for the Patriots?
Is that your son? Is that your kid?
No, honestly, if it was my kid, it would be some sort of World Cup question or Premier League.
I like that culture.
Yeah, he's all into soccer.
I love it.
But listen, I told you on draft night, you're young, so you could have been asleep. TreVeyon Henderson's going to be the starting running back for this football team. And I knew it because of two things. A, TreVeyon Henderson. He's a dog, okay? I watched and lost and won plenty of money betting on Ohio State, so I'm very familiar with his game. So that's number one. Number two, Ramondre Stevenson, he's a Jag. Not a Jaguar, just a guy, a Jag. He's a decent running back, not taking anything away from him. He's not dynamic. He's not special. He's not consistent, and he puts the ball on the ground. You lose. New starter. This ain't quarterbacks. This ain't like you gotta, you kind of mold them and give them time to blossom and build around. This is a running back. Take the ball, hit the hole, don't fumble. If you can catch, which TreVeyon can, then that's a bonus. Line up out here, we'll put you over there. Here's a gadget play for you. Okay, fine. Get the ball in his hands. This isn't rocket science when it comes to running backs.
The last part with Ramondre, he fumbles. That's the biggest thing, end of the day, for running back. That's what puts your job on the line. And the fumbling issues did continue for him at that scrimmage that they had on Friday, right? The joint practice, whatever you want to call it.
Fumbled twice, George.
Yeah. He's good. He can make guys miss in open space. He can catch a ball out of the backfield. He can be a three-down back. He's grown in pass pro. He's also had terrible offensive line play the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He topped the team in touches 2 years ago. Last year, he had no room to literally run, to move. Once he got the ball, he was getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. TreVeyon Henderson, his ceiling's much higher. My thing with him all the way, though, is what is his acclimation like? And I think we can see split time from him his entire tenure with the Patriots. He was good with Ohio State. He was best his final season because Quinshon Judkins transferred from Ole Miss to Ohio State. He became the bell cow back. TreVeyon Henderson was held to like 11, 12 touches a game. You need to get that up to 17, 18 in the NFL.
Absolutely.
You got to be an impact guy much more, have a bigger workload. I think it'll be a split still, just between him and Ramondre. Because also, look at the running backs. Say if Ramondre Stevenson, fine. Say if they trade him, whatever, he's benched. It's Antonio Gibson, Larson.
Yeah.
I don't think Trevion Henderson is a RB1, a bell cow back.
Okay.
But I think he's a good change of pace back. He's a really good offensive weapon. And this is a guy we could see at the end of the season, again, depending on how many touches he has per game, but this is someone that can get right around 150 to 200 touches, and that'll be between carries, designed runs in different ways like a wildcat, and also receptions out of the backfield. And not lining up in the backfield, in the slot, out wide at receiver. His alignment, he can line up anywhere.
More calls. 617-790-0928. Here's a Red Sox fan calling about Alex Bregman's impact on the Sox.
Is there a chance that Alex Bregman can win the AL MVP?
Gentlemen, you're dead on about your predictions. I'm a lifelong, at 67 years old, Red Sox fan. And now there's excitement in this team. Excitement. These young kids are playing so well. And it's Bregman teaching these kids. Have you heard how they have talked about him, how they talk about how he helps them? This team has a great chance to go all the way. I want to know your comments on my comments. And thank you. I watch your show every day. Go Sox!
I like that. Go Sox. So, two things. I'm with you on Bregman. Obviously, I don't know how anyone could disagree with that. I'll just tell you where he won me over. In the offseason, when they were flirting with Alex Bregman, trying to get him, if I'm not mistaken, it came down to Red Sox and Tigers, which would have been a nightmare. And I said it on air at that time. Like, you cannot, whatever you do, you almost have to sign him so he doesn't go there, because he could have the same impact on that team, a young team trying to get over the hump, right? So anyways, where he won me over was when they got it signed, sealed, delivered. The first thing he said, hey, you know, there's a lot of talk, some drama potentially at third base. You may be moved here or there. He said, I don't give a damn where you play me. I'm here to play ball and help this team win. I was like the Leo meme.
Give me that.
That's a leader.
Yeah.
That is a leader. That answer right there, he won me over. I didn't give a damn what he did on the field. And, of course, he has produced. Played hurt. He's playing hurt, too, still balling. Bregman is the man. The second thing you said, you think the Sox can go all the way. I think the Sox can win the American League. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't believe they did enough at the trade deadline where I can sleep good at night with that take, because I think in a long series, at starting pitching particularly could get exposed. But this team in a wide open AL, and as hot as they are and the cohesion they have, they could go on a deep playoff run. If you told me they're in the ALCS and they win it and go to the World Series, I wouldn't be shocked. If you told me they win the World Series, I'd fall out of my chair.
I also want to start with Alex Bregman. Can he be a guy that can win the AL MVP? If the Mariners make the playoffs with Cal Raleigh, what he's doing with his bat, it's just a simple no. I mean, the guy's 40-plus home runs already. I hope it's real, but I just don't see Alex Bregman beating that, especially with the time that he missed.
Sure.
But you want to go with, like, who's the most valuable player for the Red Sox? Crochet's been absolute nails, but Bregman's made this whole lineup better.
Yeah.
His whole pitching staff better. He's made the whole team better. So Bregman, to me, would be a Red Sox MVP. But AL MVP, it's tough to argue with anyone, Cal Raleigh. But if he had a full 162 games or close to it, wasn't dealing with the quad because he's also not at 100%, he could be in this conversation. As for the Red Sox going all the way, it's tough. Like, who, again, when it comes to the playoffs, who's going to be that guy that gets the ball in Game 4 or Game 5 of a series?
Yeah.
To keep things level so you can get it back to Garrett Crochet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just don't have confidence with the back end of this pitching staff. Now, does Peyton Tolley get the call up? And does he make some appearances? That's a lot to expect of any rookie. To be an October hero like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you, like, Garrett Crochet last night and the 7th gets a strikeout, screams, walks off the mound. I mean, that was just flashbacks to Chris Sale, Game 5 of the ALCS against the Astros. Put down Kyle Tucker Fanning, yelling whatever he is into his glove, like fires you up. When that is going to happen late September and into October, like Fenway is going to explode with that from Crochet. But it's after that, I just don't know. And that's the tough part. And there's no guarantee Crochet gets to that point.
Sure.
Because this is the first time we're seeing him not just as a full starting pitcher, but an ace with a full go.
Let's go to Lando now, who has a unique question about the Patriots, but another team? What?
Hi, my name is Lando. I'm from Massachusetts, and I'm a big, diehard Saints fan. And I know the Saints are playing the Pats this year, but I think the Pats are going down, but I want to hear what you have to say about that.
You don't believe that your damn self, Lando.
Is that
Even
a real call?
I could tell the way he said it. The Pats are going down. You don't believe that, dog. The Saints are the worst team in the league. They are tanking for Arch Manning, and we all know it.
Lando, respectfully, what? Tyler Shuck?
Right. I wish that game was here so Lando could go and watch his team lose.
That defense?
Yeah, I don't. You didn't believe that. I could hear it in his voice. The Patriots
like laughing.
are going down.
It's like I'm gonna trigger these guys in the morning.
Yeah, you better drink Hurricanes for that game. That's what Saints fans drink. You're gonna need
what?
it.
He was like 12.
Oh, he was? Don't do that. Let your parents do that.
Lando, I want to hear your rebuttal though. Why?
How do you know he was 12?
I want your why.
How do you know? You don't know.
He was like 12. Bro.
Greg, play it again.
Let's hear from
How
Lando.
old is Lando?
Hi, my name is Lando. I'm from Massachusetts, and I'm a big, diehard Saints fan.
7th grade.
And I know the Saints are playing the Pats this year, but I think the Pats are going down, but I want to hear what you have to say about that.
You know what? I respect the prank call.
Yeah.
Lando, eventually the voice will deepen, man. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say it, but like he's the one that was questioning it. I'd like you to call back with your rebuttal. You think the Pats are going to go down. Why?
Bro.
I just don't like the Saints' offensive line is fine. Chris Olave, I don't trust to be healthy. Alvin Kamara is getting there up there in age, but the rookie running back they drafted is a good complementary piece to him.
Stink.
Absolutely loved him coming out of Kansas. This defense just has holes all over. And this is a team, Lando, quiet tanking. Year one, you get Kellen Clemens in there. He puts in the system, teaches it to the offensive line, which is important.
Yeah.
Year two, you get whoever at quarterback when you're picking number one overall, and then it goes from there.
Arch Manning. Tank for Arch. Take that away from this conversation. Your team stinks. You'll get the number one pick, and you can get a Manning back in Nolans. That's what it's about. Still to come here on Boston is Under the Chat. The Patriots suffered a major injury on the back end of the defense, but will it affect the entire unit? We'll talk about it next, right here on Boston is Under the Chat.
Saints lose.
Are you ready for some football? Here on Boston is Entered the Chat. We're going to talk it here. Patriots Marcellas Dial suffers a torn ACL. So the back end there, George, not great depth for the Pats. Are you concerned? Here's a tweet from Mike Reese that Dial Jr. was carted off the field Monday towards ACL.
Yeah.
Are you concerned? I mean, look, obviously, it's all about Carlton Davis. It's all about Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez nursing a hammy. Carlton Davis coming back from injury. So there's already a little bit of concern there. But those are the guys, right?
Yeah.
Dial, not expected to have some huge role, but it does show, look, the depth on the back end, not great.
Yeah, and this was a position group I always said from the beginning of previewing the season, talking about the offseason, everything.
Yeah.
It always looked thin. Yeah. And it's not just because obviously Carlton Davis and Christian Gonzalez are really good, but at the nickel spot, it's Marcus Jones who's often injured and undersized, or you're relying on a rookie in Craig Woodson.
Sure. Then
beyond that, it's Alex Austin, but Isaiah Bolden, Kobe Minor was Mr. Irrelevant in the draft. Don't believe in that. Where the emergence of DJ James is good.
Sure.
But also with Marcellas Dial, he's gotten a lot of reps. He's looked good at training camp to this point, but that was a guy that was a special teamer. He was a 6th-round pick for a reason, so he was coming along. So I've had concern before Marcellas Dial went down. I have more concern now because, if that was a depth piece, then everything on the back end of the bench gets thinner.
Yes.
So that's with him going down. That is a concern there.
Yeah.
They need to be smart with Christian Gonzalez with the hamstring.
Of course.
And they need to be really smart with Carlton Davis because he's practiced and he's out. He's practiced and he's out. He's obviously dealing with something. They need both those guys to consistently be on the field. But I want that. I don't need it in August. I need it come September 1st.
Bingo, my man. That's exactly where I was going to go. Not a who cares, but a, hey, I'd rather all this now, right? Because I need you for week one. I've seen enough from Carlton Davis in this league. I've seen enough, even though I need a bigger sample size, I've seen enough from Christian Gonzalez to say, you're good. Camp, preseason, take it easy. I need you week one. Here's what else helps. Well, 2 things. One is something you always talk about, this front 7. I mean, look, we haven't had any injuries there, knock on wood, that we won't, especially catastrophic. if the front seven is flying around doing what they're supposed to do, George, that helps the back end.
Yes.
Okay, especially the depth. You can almost protect the lack of depth on the back end if the front seven is doing what they're
they've
supposed
looked fantastic.
And they've
in
looked
camp.
great. And again, knock on wood, no injuries, right? To speak of, nothing big. Here's the other thing that helps. I'm glad you were looking at the roster there because I was looking at a whole different thing. I'm looking at this last place schedule that the Patriots have. Where are the high-flying offenses? They're going to cost us all the problems. Raiders right out of the gate. Load the box. They have one guy, Ashton Genty. Stop him. You're going to be fine. Don't talk to me about no damn Geno Smith. Stop. Panthers are still trying to figure it out. They look good to end the year last year, but they're trying to figure it out. The Saints, Lando, I know you still watching. Your team stinks, and you know it. The Titans, rookie quarterback. Browns, come on now. Giants, still trying to figure it out. These are the teams on the schedule, man.
Yeah.
There's no damn greatest show on turf playing this team this year. They're going to be just fine. And, oh, by the way, the Patriots have the most cap space in the league.
They're not spending it.
I don't give a damn.
They had the most cap space to start the offseason. They still have the most now.
Spend it now. You don't have depth in the secondary. Go get somebody fast who can play corner. He doesn't have to be a star. Just go get some bodies in here.
If it was that easy, they'd have the better depth. They wouldn't have $60 million in cap space and thin depth at the cornerback position.
I'm just saying. I'm not as concerned.
First off, with the Raiders, yes,
Yeah.
it's Ashton Genty.
Oh, here
it's
we-
Jacoby Myers, but it's Brock Bowers.
Okay.
And it's Jack Besh.
And it's Geno Smith.
With the Miami Dolphins. It's a Dolphins week 2.
I didn't say the Dolphins.
Okay, but you're just glossing over saying, where are the high-flying offenses?
I just told you. How
In
many teams?
Miami
I
week
said 10
2.
teams.
In Miami week 2.
That's not, I'm not
facing
taking
Carolina and Dave Canales. Josh Allen and Buffalo.
Hold on. Time out.
Dave Canales.
Is he catching touchdowns?
Yes.
Who's catching touchdowns?
They got Coker and they got Xavier Legette. And Bryce Young can show some
I'm
confidence
going to
in
lose
that.
sleep over them?
When your secondary's this thin, yes, you'd lose
Hell
sleep over
no.
Xavier Legette.
No.
That dude is built like a big body Benz, as you like
This
to
is
say.
what he is. This is what I need. I need the front seven, as
Yeah.
I said,
Okay.
to get pushed and actually put pressure on
Atlanta,
the quarterback, which they haven't done in 2
Your
years.
boy Michael Penix and Drake London.
I didn't bring them up.
Tampa Bay Baker Mayfield, because
didn't bring them
you're
up.
pointing out 6 games. They play 17, and
Dog.
that's when
1,
the
2, 3.
thin
Yes.
secondary matters. That's when this thin
But
secondary
that's not
matters.
every week is my point.
But it adds up. And you know what? This is a team that is still on the margins. And they have
Yeah.
a soft schedule. But they faced Josh Allen twice. They faced Lamar Jackson. They faced
I didn't
Joe
bring
Burrow.
them up.
Because you're only pointing out the bad teams.
Well, yeah, because they're going to get lit up.
17 games.
Wait, listen, let me
So
be
they're
clear.
going to get lit up
They're gonna
for
get
more
lit up.
games
Yeah, they're gonna
than
get
not.
lit up. They're going to get lit up.
Thank
some
you.
of these
Case
games.
in point.
They're going to get
Your
lit up.
Honor, I rest my case.
Some of these games are going to get lit up. But that was my point of bringing up Raiders, Panthers. Don't talk to me about no damn Xavier Legette like he's Jerry Rice. Stop. Saints, Titans, Browns. You can look at the high-flying offenses that they do play, but those are few and far between.
6.
Most of the teams on this schedule are trash.
No, they have 6 trash teams on the schedule. And trash is being pretty liberal with some of them. They have 11 teams that have good offenses. Looking at it now, quick to eyeball. And then the ones you can say are trash: Miami, Carolina, Buffalo's trash.
Miami, no,
Tennessee,
wait, what?
Cleveland. I'm sorry, I didn't. Not Miami. Pittsburgh, Carolina.
No,
New
those ain't
York. I
trash.
don't know what their quarterback's going to be. New York, end of the year again.
That's trash. Stop.
They have like maybe at most 7 cupcake games.
No.
Exactly.
The coin flip games that you're referring to.
schedule
In terms of, again, we're talking offense here. The Steelers are a coin flip.
Yeah.
But you get them early in the year.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, we don't even know if he's sober. He could still be in the woods on shrooms by week 3.
He's still there.
So I'm not banking on that. That's an offense I think could catch maybe something later in the year. They could catch fire.
Or while he's healthy before the offensive line beats him up.
Maybe. Here's
you don't want
another.
to see him week
maybe.
3.
That's fair. Here's another one.
Run through 'em.
Atlanta. We don't know. We think Michael Penix is good. We don't know yet. We don't know. I'm not stamping. Are you stamping Michael Penix? I haven't even seen him take the do-rag off, let alone stamp him on. I can't stamp him. I don't know yet. I think he's good.
That man, when tapped in, is as sleek as it can be, and in that system with Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Darnell Mooney. Notice I left one name off that list, and they rebuilt that offensive line. Drake London is a really good wide receiver.
I'm not talking about Drake London. I'm talking about Michael Penix,
Yes,
bro.
but there's the weapons there, and that's what sets up Michael Penix for success, along with his play caller. along with that offensive line, along with the run game they can get for Bijan Robinson. It's not just the QBs, but it's who is around them and who surrounds them. Because I could say Malik Neighbors, but I don't know whose quarterback's going to be. I'm not going to mention the Giants as a tough out for this defense.
I also watched Tampa beat teams last year by running the ball and Baker managing games. This isn't some high fly. I guess my point is
Michael Evans, Emeka Egbuka, and then Chris Godwin if he's healthy. With a good run game.
You be putting some average players in the Hall of Fame, dog.
Who's average?
You just told me Xavier Legette is supposed to make me
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but
he's a good impact receiver on Sundays.
He's a good impact receiver. That's not a game changer,
when your
man.
secondary, when your best cornerback has a bad hamstring, your cornerback 2 hasn't been training, and then you don't know what you have as a CB3 or 4, Xavier Legette matters. And that's the context of this conversation.
I'm going to tell you why he doesn't. CB3 and 4, I ain't worried about, because CB 1 and 2.
But they haven't been practicing.
But they're on Xavier Legette. They're on Xavier.
As long as they're healthy.
Let me tell you something.
But that's not it's a hamstring.
Let me be more clear. I will take Christian Gonzalez rolling out of bed, turning on Boston has entered the chat saying, what these two talking about? And turning us off and going and locking down Xavier Legette, who's fully warmed up, ready to go. He can't hold Christian Gonzalez's jock, bro. He can't. He can't.
I can't wait to sit here with you every Monday. Looking back,
you're gonna give me one-on-one stats. Xavier Legette, he won this matchup against Christian Gonzalez.
Even if I'm not here, just wait for the voicemails to roll in. Hey, Trev, I remember that conversation you had on August 6th. See Xavier Legette's line last night? Hey, Trav, how you doing? It's your boy again. See what Drake London, you see what Michael Penix did all over that defense?
Bro, you be putting some average players in the hall, boy. I ain't
These are
lying to you.
NFL players.
They are right.
These are NFL players.
617-790-0928.
really good.
0928. Can you
Jared
get involved?
Coker's good. Xavier Legette's good.
You get involved. We need to hear from you. Look at the schedule. Do you agree with George that there's all these high-flying, high-powered offenses? Or do you agree with me that it's bargain basement shopping when it comes to offenses against the Patriots this season?
Not everyone's receiving room looks like the Patriots. I just need to remind you of that.
Is that a compliment? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying the Patriots receiving room isn't good.
Okay.
And the majority of the league, they have actual guys in the receiving room.
Fair. 617-790-0928. Call us. Weigh in on this debate. We want to hear from you. And thanks for watching. Boston has entered the chat as always. But remember, we're here at 8 a.m. on Nesson, but 9 a.m. on Nesson Nation. The party continues. So come with us.